Hi dear viewers, I am Kalaivani from SNS College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, and today we are going to see about isolation of caffeine from tea powder. So every cup of tea that refreshes our mind carries a powerful natural stimulant within it, caffeine. In today's practical demonstration, we will isolate this important alkaloid directly from tea powder using simple laboratory techniques. So this video focuses only on the practical procedure, explained clearly from start to finish, exactly as performed in a pharmacognosy lab. So the aim of this experiment is to isolate caffeine from tea powder using solvent extraction and purification methods. So caffeine is a weakly basic water-soluble alkaloid present in tea leaves. The principle of this experiment involves extraction of caffeine into hot water and removal of tannins and pigments, selective extraction of caffeine into an organic solvent, and recovery of caffeine by evaporation. So since caffeine is more soluble in an organic solvent than in water under basic conditions, it can be efficiently separated. So, compiling all these principles, that is the extraction of caffeine by hot water, removal of tannins and pigments, selective extraction of caffeine into an organic solvent, and recovery of caffeine by evaporation. With combining all these, we are going to perform the experiment. Means we are going to study about the experiment, how to perform it. And coming to the requirements, this is the main thing. That is, first one is preparation of the plant material. That is finely powdered tea powder. A tea dust powder is being taken, and distilled water, sodium carbonate, organic solvent, chloroform or dichloromethane, anhydrous sodium sulfate, or the chemicals taken, and beaker, water bath, filter paper, separating funnel, evaporating dish. These are the apparatus taken. So coming to the procedure part, we are going to discuss step by step. So the first step is preparation of aqueous extract. The tea powder is transferred into a beaker. To this, distilled water is added. That is, the tea powder is transferred into a beaker, and to that beaker the distilled water is added. The mixture is heated gently on a water bath, maintained nearly boiling for about 20 to 30 minutes, and this step extracts caffeine along with tannins and coloring matter into the aqueous solutions. So now we are going to step forward for the filtration process. After heating, the mixture is cooled slightly, filtered to remove the insoluble plant residue. The clear filtrate contains caffeine and other soluble impurities. So addition of sodium carbonate to the filtrate. A small amount of sodium carbonate is added to the filter, and this step is very important because it converts caffeine into its free base form, and it precipitates tannins and acidic impurities. So the mixture is stirred thoroughly, and liquid extraction. So the solution is transferred into a separating funnel. An organic solvent such as chloroform is added. The funnel is shaken gently and allowed to stand until two clear layers separately form. That is, caffeine preferentially moves into the organic layer. And the step 5, that is separation of the organic layer. The lower organic layer containing caffeine is carefully collected into a clean container. The extraction may be repeated 2 to 3 times to ensure maximum recovery of the caffeine. And coming to the drying the organic extract, the combining organic extracts are treated with anhydrous sodium sulfate. This removes traces of moisture from the solution, and the evaporation process is the last one. The dried organic solution is filtered, evaporated on a water bath. On evaporation of the solvent, crude caffeine is obtained as a white crystalline solid. That is how, on evaporation of the solvent, crude caffeine is obtained as a white crystalline solid. And after completing all this extraction, drying, etc., now the main process, that is purification part. It is very important that The crude caffeine is recrystallized using hot water or ethanol, and after cooling, the pure caffeine crystals are obtained. That is, the crude caffeine is recrystallized using hot water or ethanol, and after cooling, pure caffeine crystals are obtained. So coming to the identification test part, Murex test, a purple coloration confirms the presence of caffeine, and melting point, it is the pure caffeine melts at approximately 235 to 238 degrees Celsius. So to conclude, caffeine can be successfully isolated from tea powder by aqueous extraction and the removal of impurities, solvent extraction and evaporation. And this experiment demonstrates alkaloid extraction principles, acid-base chemistry, practical use of separating funnels, a simple plant material, a powerful molecule, and the classic pharmacognosy practical. I hope you have been enjoyed, and thank you so much for this listening. And I want to register that every cup of a tea that refreshes our mind carries a powerful natural stimulant within it that is called as caffeine. And caffeine is having many uses. That is like they will be used as a hypertension activity. It acts on the central nervous system, stimulant. It acts as a stimulant. Caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, increasing alertness, concentration, and mental. And it is used for the treatment of headache and migraine, respiratory stimulant, cardiac stimulant, diuretic action, pharmaceutical additive. And thank you so much for listening. We'll see you in the next class.